can't do that.
Yeah, well, go AFK then.
No, I can't. I just started the stream.
And turn it off.
I can't
Make a new one.
I can't just turn it off, Druid. It's been set for days.
You can.
I mean, I can, but it's been set up. It's set for days. You know how difficult it is?
You gotta go make a new one. That's all.
I could just go on the be right back screen or something like that.
Yeah, you could do that too.
Yeah. But I don't want
Hey,
to.
I've seen weirder shit on streams.
But I don't want to.
Well, go do it.
I don't want to.
Yep, go do it.
No.
Yes.
What if it's a, can I beat Touhou 12 with a full bladder?
Nope. That's why you don't do those kind of that's why you don't do those kind of setups.
Well, yeah. Just imagine, like, you're doing, like, that type of challenge run, and it's like, oh, gosh, I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. Bro just ain't stopping. Hey, I know what I said, Mothman. We're doing a 3-day stream, or we're doing a 3-stream day. 3 consecutive streams. I want to get through as much content as possible. And do as much content as possible. Granted, I'm kind of glad that we did FF8 today, because I was able to do more content. And that game requires me to get to certain parts in order to actually continue with grinding, because like it's not experience grinding, it's card grinding. So I want to get more cards that I don't have. Oh hell nah, my YouTube rendering. Oh, is it because Touhou is just that extreme?
Yes.
I want to put it past it. Jared, I'm making it worse for myself. I'm drinking tea. I'm like Izzy from Digimon. I just keep making things worse for my bladder. So anyways, let's bring out the Marissa GIF somewhere around here. I think I have it. Yeah, there it is. Sorry, Druid, but the top of your head is just going to be Marissa.
Well, that's fine.
And let's do the screen share. There we go. Should be fine.
Alright, so I am strong enough to get to the boss of this dungeon, but I'm not strong enough to beat him. Which tells me I need better gear, and I can't get better gear yet.
You're still playing Throne of Liberty, right?
Yep.
Okay, good. Alright, at the moment, is the stream still rendering for you, Mothman? Motherino?
Mo Othman.
Mo Othman. Yeah, that's Mo from the Three Stooges.
And he got called out so badly that he's no longer on YouTube anymore.
Oh, was that a... Oh, I thought we were talking about the Three Stooges.
No, that was an actual guy, but he got called out so easily, and the fact that a lot of his stuff was falsified.
Oh. Yeah.
That they called him out because he was like claiming he knew shit from the future and shit, and
how could you fall for something like that?
True. Yeah, but it's funny.
It is, but like, damn. At that point, I just not take him seriously.
I know. Well, he's a comedian, but he also did conspiracy theories.
At that point,
so
people should know.
Yeah.
So, funny thing, I actually, my family, you know, we don't have much money. So what we do whenever we go to restaurants and stuff is we collect a bunch of those plastic utensils, you know, that they have in like little wraps with like the napkins inside of them. Yeah, so I took a bunch to my room so I could have them for myself. And I just have like 6 different of these like wrapped utensils. I know, but they're like right on top of my keyboard, so I have to move them.
I know people that take the little butter things that they offer you.
Oh no, the butter things are great. You know, you save up on butter.
Yeah, exactly.
And butter lasts for a long time too, especially if you keep it in the fridge. We always keep our butter in the fridge even when it's unopened, just because we like it fresh that way. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't do anything, but to us it just feels like it's fresh. I'm really dreading today because like I'm playing Touhou 12 This is the difficult game.
Yep.
Gonna have to make sure my settings are fine. Am I gonna be distracted by the screen in the background while looking at the chat? I don't think so. I think I'll be fine. Either way, I can look at both the chat and the game on screen, so... Our sound settings are good. Druid is giant. Raymu is looking Raymu is looking Raymu-esque. Alright, I think we're ready to start. So what's up, everybody? I am back with more Touhou. Last time we played Touhou, I think, was on Sunday, and we did a playthrough of all 3 story modes in Hiso Tensoku. Druid, I think you were only there for like 1 story mode. It was
probably, yes.
It was against the giant catfish, if I remember correctly. Today, we're going to be tackling, in my opinion, well, used to be opinions, hardest Touhou game in the franchise. You know, Touhou 11 took that spot, but Touhou 12 used to be this really difficult game that I'd always dread playing, just because of the simple fact that this game has a really awkward mechanic called the UFO system. I think I've stated this before in the Hiso Tensoku playthrough, and even in my own server, Discord server, I mean. I apparently, through practicing this game off-screen, managed to 1cc it in 1 run. So, like, I finished what, in my opinion, was a really difficult Touhou game with almost no issues. I mean, Stage 5 and Stage 6, I had to use up all of my resources, but I did it with 1cc, so... Take it however you leave it. Apparently, I am okay at this game. So today, we're going to be playing this, and hopefully I can replicate me getting a 1cc. And if I can't, well, as I'll show off right now, I have a replay of that playthrough that I did back in May 28th at 2 in the morning. I was like up at 2 in the morning like, oh, I don't have anything to do. Druid's asleep. Everybody's asleep. I might as well do something. I'll practice more Touhou. And so I played a little bit of Touhou 11, thinking that would be the next game. Got furious with it, and then moved on to this game. And I'm like, what? How did I do this? So yeah, that also means I have access to the extra stage, which we will do later. But for now, this is Touhou 12. The name of the game is Unidentified Fantastic Object, otherwise known as UFO. There's a reason for that name. So the story of 12, I believe, picks up right after or right before Hiso Tensoku, depends on what you believe. It also takes place after Touhou 11 for an obvious reason. I didn't get to show this off in Hiso Tensoku, but one of the battle victory dialogues between Youkai and Patchouli involve the both of them talking about the geyser from Touhou 11 shooting out what looks to be a giant ship. And so the context of Touhou 12's story is that a giant ship called the Palanquin is flying all throughout Gensokyo, and there are rumors that this giant ship houses untold treasures. Now, whether or not this is true, our protagonists want to find out. And we have 3 protagonists in this game: Raymu Marissa and the new inclusion Sane. This is technically the first time she is playable in a mainline game, and spoiler alert, she's going to be a mainstay for quite a while. She's kind of like the Sakuya of the first Windows era, or should I say second Windows era? I think we're technically in the Windows era, where she's going to be the 3rd player for most of the games, which is good because I actually really like Sane. She used to be my favorite character, before Marissa came along. But we have Raymu, Marissa, and Sane going to be playing as Marissa.
Your face will face my face, and then your face will be the greatest in Korodai.
The greatest in Korodai, Sane. Now, an interesting thing about this game is that each character has both shot types, 2 different shot types, and whichever shot type you choose will affect the character's personality throughout the story. I think this is where Zune really experimented with the personality changing for each character. It's not like they have a partner that's following them and will therefore give them different dialogue. No, it's the same character, but you're just getting different dialogue due to the shot type. Zune will do this again in like Touhou 17, and I think apparently Touhou 20 is going to do it too. But I like playing as Marissa A, but I believe Marissa B is more about just fighting the stuff that's here. Marissa A has... Actually, I should probably read this. Each character has their own description for their storyline and their shot type. So for Reimu, we have the Persuasion Needles, which is pretty obvious. Aim for the treasure ship. Get rich quick. Of course, that's Reimu for you. When you think of a treasure ship, you think of the 7 gods of fortune, and gods are where I enter the scene. Hold your strongest needles forward, face straight ahead, and challenge the skies head-on. For Reimu B, it's, this is some Yokai doing again. She uses homing amulets and the fantasy seal. I don't know if it's a treasure ship or what, but it's definitely the work of some yokai. She just wants to hunt down stuff. For Sane, because Sane is technically the wind priestess to a shrine that has 2 gods, each shot type is composed of the power of one of those gods. So for Sane A, we have Kaneko. I'll do as Lady Kaneko says. Lady Kaneko is telling me to master Yokai Extermination 2. Brace for danger with the divine power of a serpent that devours evil. Her shot types are snake themed. She shoots out homing snakes that goes towards the enemies that are on the vertical direction of the shot type, which is actually pretty cool. And then we have, I'll do as Lady Suwako says, Sane B. Lady Suwako seems to be sure that I'll find something good in the treasure ship. Challenge the mysterious floating object with the divine power of a frog that will defeat enemies even after death. The Cobalt Spread and Willy Toad. It's basically spread shot. Every time the frog shot hits an enemy, it will create a wave of spread that will hit any other enemy in the general direction. It's great for melting bosses, but the problem with this shot type is that it's very spread out. So while
Reddit's down again.
What happened?
Reddit's down again because it's blocking everybody.
Oh, damn. That's too bad. I was using it today.
Yeah, and then now it's blocked again.
Well, hopefully it comes back soon.
Mm-hmm.
So the problem with this shot...
That's how you know that it's down, if you join it and you're getting blocked randomly. That's how you know Reddit's down.
Good. I'll keep that in mind, considering I use it a lot these days for information. And I only really use it for information. But this is kind of the same problem as Yuko from 8 or Yuka from 5, where in order to deal the maximum amount of damage, you need to get close to the enemy, because the spread shot works in a way where the closer you are, the more of the shot type hits the enemy. So if you're fighting a boss, you gotta be really close to them. You gotta like shotgun them, which may or may not be good for certain people's playstyles. I could probably get used to it, but I feel like it would be a little too much of an issue for me. Her bomb, though, Frog Sign Wily Toad, is great. It is a huge explosion that lasts for a long time. You'll basically melt any boss's HP. If I didn't complete this as Marissa, I probably would have gone with Sane B. But we are going with Marissa, specifically Marissa A, so let's read about Marissa B first and foremost. Whatever it is, I'm very interested in it. I saw it. There's no doubt there's something floating up in the sky. Time to head up there. With your mighty omnidirectional magic, overlook not even the most trivial things, even if it's behind you. So the super shortwave and Magic Sign Ultimate Shortwave is very much the epitome of spread shot. This one is super spread out. It is very different from normal Marissa. It's great for stages, but really weak to bosses. And its bomb is interesting, but not really all that powerful. It lasts about as long as the Master Spark, though, so that's something. No, instead, we're gonna go with the tried and true Illusion Laser and Love Sign Master Spark, the iconic Marissa shot type. A treasure ship's gotta have treasure, the Infinite Pierce and Ordinary Attack type. It's a treasure ship, so naturally it's loaded with treasure. You can't lie to me. Challenge the skies with the light of this ultimate magic without peer. And this is the one that I 1cc'd. Honestly, I prefer this shot type the most because, well, obviously, you deal more damage with the illusion lasers. That's kind of just how it's always been. Now, give me a second. I need to look something up real quick. There's a specific reference that I want to find. Okay. And with that, we're ready to start. 15 minutes in, and we're now starting the game. It's a good thing these games don't really take all that long. By the way, might I say, I love Marissa's outfit in this game. The apron that just has an M on it, and the magic wand is a really nice touch. If I actually had a brain, I would have drawn my character like this Marissa in the thumbnail, but no, I drew it as the Marissa. I drew my character in the cosplay that I've always drawn him in, so it is what it is. Alright, so I think now is the best time to get into the specific mechanic in this game. So there are going to be fairies that have those UFO icons on the top of their heads, and when you shoot them down, they fire off these UFOs that go throughout the screen. You see at the bottom of the screen, there is a 3 UFO counter. If you collect 3 UFOs of the same color or of the opposite colors, it will spawn a UFO on the stage, and this UFO will deal, will basically stay on the screen for a limited amount of time, and just basically chill around. If you kill the UFO, because it does have an HP threshold, it will remove all the bullets on screen. And that is pretty good, but the important factor of the UFO is that if you collect a UFO of a certain color, it gives you different collectibles. If you make a red UFO, it will give you a life when you destroy it. If you make a green UFO, it will give you a bomb piece if you destroy it. And if you fill up the item bar that the UFO innately has, it will give you an extra piece of whatever UFO color you are gathering. So there is a kind of dance that you need to do in this game where you need to collect the UFO of a specific color and then fill up the bar in order to get your resources. This game, you can only get resources either by destroying boss patterns, specific non-NPC bosses, or just through the UFOs. That's what makes it really difficult. The UFOs are something that you just have to constantly chase throughout stages, and if you collect the wrong color, it makes it even more difficult to collect resources. So for example, if you collect 3 red ones, it summons a red UFO. But if you collect a red, and then immediately a green by mistake, it puts the green at the end. And then if you try to collect another red UFO, the first UFO in the gauge disappears and the rest of the UFOs move to the left. So then it's red, green, red. And so you'll have to collect 2 more UFOs to get rid of the green to therefore get the red. It's very, very what's the word? Frustrating if you accidentally pick up a UFO of a color that you didn't want. And that is the biggest problem with UFO. The UFO management system, like, is what I like to call it, and just the fact that you can't gather any resources without using this mechanic. And important thing is that if a UFO is summoned and a boss immediately comes in, even if it's a mini boss, the UFO will immediately destroy itself. So if you were in the middle of trying to build up its gauge to get the second resource, that UFO's gone, you can't do anything about it. So you got to time it correctly. Thankfully, I am timing it pretty good. I have managed to get 2 life UFOs, so I have 3 and 4.5 lives. Once I get another life piece, I'll be able to get 4 lives. And I already have another red UFO. So I'm pretty much okay for the beginning of stage 2. But I need to play the first 3 stages almost perfectly until I get to the mid-boss. Once I get to the mid-boss, I can be a little bit more lenient. But that is just how this game works. So with that explanation out of the way, let's get into the plot.
What the hell? Now I've learned the fact that I won't be able to catch a ship flying in the sky by flying just above the ground. Mouse! Yeah, it was a treasure response from over here. What? It's that human from before? Boring.
The little Dowser General, Nazrin. and you may recognize that name if you're a World of Warcraft fan.
A treasure's reaction. Is there a treasure around here? Nope, that's not it. Looks like it's a response what's coming from you, pal. But humans have a rarity factor at 0, so I think I'll just ignore you.
I'm a special human.
I thought my body was relatively rare, though. Well, I better go find the treasure, or I'll never hear the end of it from her.
Are you looking for treasure? Does it have anything to do with that treasure ship?
Treasure ship? That thing floating up in the sky?
Tiny, clever commander.
Maybe it looks like a treasure ship, but it's not. Not now. Well, I don't have any business with humans, but... Too bad for you, it looks like my little mices are really hungry.
Oh no, she's gonna eat her, and then she's gonna eat me. Oh my god. Anyway, this is Nazrin. She is a rat yokai who, as we find out later in the Omake text, is a servant of the god of war Bishamonten. Not important right now, but it will be important later. Also, I mentioned World of Warcraft. In World of Warcraft, there is a character called Commander Nazrim, with an M at the end. That is a direct reference to Touhou, specifically this character Nazrin, whose theme calls her a commander. Kind of weird that World of Warcraft would reference Touhou of all things, but then again, Touhou has been referenced in a lot of stuff over the years. Nazrin's Pendulum is a very funny spell for Marissa. The pendulums block all normal bullets, but because Marissa's lasers are piercing, it goes through the pendulums. So this lasts about half the time that it would for every other character.
Just what was that mouse anyway?
And right now we have 4 lives, that's pretty good.
Don't tell me the treasure ship got infested with mice. Well, I guess I'll have to go find out for myself.
Alright, the beginning of stage 2. My setup is a little weird because I can feel like the wire of my microphone just like bundled right on my arm, so it's really, really awkward. Alright, I want to let the UFO that blinks change color. I want to kill these things. They do spawn revenge bullets, but the less revenge bullets I have to deal with later, the better. Alright, that's a red. Get the red, get the red, get the red immediately. There we go. It destroyed most of the bullets that was around it, too. Oh, that was a close one. Destroy!
Destroy!
And I'm sure it's obvious, but you also do not want to have the UFO you're chasing, or the item piece that you are chasing, fall. Wow, I can't pick up that UFO, unfortunately. That's fine with me because we're about to encounter a boss. Alright, you do not want to spawn a UFO in the middle of a boss. As I stated before, it will automatically destroy the UFO, and you'll only get one piece of an item. Umbrella Halo! This is Kogasa Tatara. She is a Tsukumogami. We have met Tsukumogami in the past. Basically a yokai that is born from an item that gains sentience. She is specifically an umbrella Tsukumogami. Alright, got that. Get. Nope. Okay. That is what I mean by UFO gathering being incredibly nauseating and frustrating. Because sometimes you can just have a good playthrough, and while you're chasing after a UFO, it just gets, you accidentally hit a bullet, and so you have to start all over, because at that point, your setup is pretty much done. And like, despite my disdain for the mechanic being so anal, I do really like this game from a design standpoint, because the characters are all amazing. The story is great. It's actually one of my favorite Touhou stories, or second favorite Touhou story. I still think Legacy and Lunatic Kingdom still beats it, but it's a great story. Amazing music. And some of the boss patterns are actually quite fun to dodge through, despite, you know, being a little agitating. But honestly, I love this game despite my disdain for its specific mechanics, so... Thankfully, I have established that I can very much tolerate it. Destroy this thing, get the red UFO. The UFO that the the UFO pickup that the UFO will spawn is always the color of what it was. So a red UFO will always drop a red UFO. Blue, blue, etc., etc. Really, this game has a lot of complicated stuff to it, so... Yokai Jesus time! I know, right? We're also gonna be introduced to Yokai Jesus. I'm getting excited to get to the end of the game. Lots of lore in this particular installment. And it's going to be very, very important for the future. Rare metal detector. I didn't actually get to talk about it in my first run. That's mostly because this is kind of a nothing spell. It works kind of similar as a Cherno's spell in except when that happens. It has a sort of similar feature to Cherno's spell from EOSD, where if you're playing on easy mode, you can literally just stay right in front of her, and that is the save spot for it. I typically stay right in front of Nazrin as soon as she starts firing her her shots, and for the most part, I am able to live through it. I think that's one of the only times I failed that spell. We'll look at the counter, the spell counter, to see how many times I've actually fought that spell, and I'm pretty sure it's pretty high, my spell success rate. Alright, at this point, we're basically just going through the monotony again. Sniped by the first stage boss. I know, right? Sometimes it happens. And granted, the first stage boss was the one I had to essentially restart multiple times during my test playthrough. I restarted a couple of, like, I believe it was 2 times, and then I got my 1 CC. Oh, no, don't want to destroy it yet, don't want to destroy it yet. There we go. Come on, come on. I know you want to drop that. We want to destroy this UFO right here, because that'll initiate the red one. There we go. There is a circle that activates at the right of the screen that shows you the items that are collected by the UFO, as well as a percentage. But, you know, I'm playing the game. It's really difficult to actually look at that thing and notice, like, oh, I only need these many items in order to get a full perfect UFO. Yay! A lot of pings today, apparently, on Discord. And it's not even people that are pinging me specifically, it's just a lot of servers that are pinging in general.
Today is so busy.
Nazrin usually comes with this issue of she ends up moving to the directions where I can't really go to, so I'm not able to shoot her down fast enough. Thankfully I memorized she goes to the left in the spell, and then she goes to the right in this spell. And just watch out for the twisty bullets. I always feel like going to the top of the screen to gather that power is a little ballsy, but like, I want to be stronger. I want to be stronger, stand a little taller. But I can't because I'm a short king. I'm a short king with Burger King. Come on, Nazrin, let me get you a Whopper. It'll be a junior Whopper, though. Like Touhou 10 and 11, though, the stage spawns you at the exact same spot you were previously, so always gotta be careful about that. Want to stay away from this thing, gather it when it's red, there we go. Gotta be very careful for the post-mid-boss part of the stage, because that is where the issue comes in with the UFO that spawns at the top of the screen. There we go. And now we have 3 lasers. 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 I want to kill this thing, but I can't. I can't. He's coming straight towards me. Yeah, it's actually a problem. If I were to kill that thing right next to me, it would spawn like that halo of bullets. And that would be a dick to try to dodge. Honestly, I think I could have gotten an extra UFO from this. Oh well. Oh no, get it. No. That was so dangerous. Why did I do that?
You better be careful.
I'm the ballsy type. Okay, there we go. Red UFO. Nice. And then just destroy the UFO. Oh gosh, my life. Where is it going? There we go. Sometimes it's just best to not shoot anymore. Die, I say, die! Damn it. I say sometimes it's best to stop shooting right as I get hit by a bullet that I would have dodged if I didn't shoot. Sometimes it just do be like that, though. Especially with Marissa, who mainly does non-spread bullets, from what I see. Oh yeah, she definitely has like a non-spread type for her illusion laser. She does have a shot type that gives her spread, but I actually don't like spread on Marissa. Unless it's Touhou 20. If it's Touhou 20, then I'm a big fan of the spread. But in this game, the spread is almost kind of difficult to use. Come on, there we go. No, I kind of knew this was going to happen, you know, constantly playing through the first stage over and over again, because stage 1 and stage 2 is usually where I'm supposed to do all of my prep. Did I get a green UFO? How did I get a green UFO? See, this is where the hell prep time comes in, because I need to make sure I get everything correctly, otherwise it's a restart. Because, like, I won't be able to beat the final boss if I have suboptimal resources. We're in it for the long haul, though. And then sometimes there's always the possibility of you can't destroy the UFO in time, and it goes to the top of the screen. There we go. Alright, we should be okay. Like I said, though, I played through this stage so many times that I have memorized most of the patterns and how to get through some of the patterns, so, you know, it's not really much of a problem. Unless Nazrin doesn't like to go into my position of view. Come on. Okay, there we go. Hopefully that wasn't the red UFO fairy. Okay, no, it wasn't. And that should be good. Alright, that's stage 1. Because of how this game works, point items also don't really matter unless you're trying to build up the UFO's gauge. So really, I don't go out of my way to collect point items if they're dropping from the screen. I kind of wish that they would bring back the whole system with the point items giving you lives. Like, maybe have a game with a mechanic where you can get resources, but you can still also get resources via points. I don't know. Maybe that would make a Touhou game too easy. But in my opinion, I think I like the idea of an option, you know? Like, oh, I could use the mechanics of this game that are really annoying, or I could just go with the tried and true classic point system. Would be cool, but eh. Zoom doesn't really like to go back to that system anymore. I'm not going up there. You kidding me? That place has a mouse up there. Mouses are dirty. Okay. Nazrin Pendulum, 15 out of 16. I fought this boss like a total of 16 times. Those are all practice runs in the past. Because I've had this particular save file for years. I keep forgetting that I have to be at the bottom. I'm at the bottom and I have to work my way up. Really, as long as you know where those enemies spawn, it's not really much of a problem at all. Yeah, you also have to be careful with these enemies because they home in at your general direction. So if you take too long to kill them, they'll get really close, and that'll be a big problem. So what I like to do is just kill them as fast as possible, because like I don't want to deal with them getting to the bottom of the screen. But again, I also know that like it is dangerous to deal with all these bullets all over the place. Get it? Okay, good. I'm not gonna get the UFO right now, though. I don't want to be identifiable. Identifiable. Okay, Spirit. I said this before, but my grammar is just so shot. And I used to go to like a grammar class because my lisp as a kid was just really, really bad. I guess that explains why. Because apparently I am really bad. Turn into a red. I want the red. Okay. I'll have to wait for a red UFO to show up at some point, cause, yeah, this is a little much. Well, no red UFO right now. I'm not gonna use that and lose the values that I have.
Please wait just a minute. I can't talk, that ship's calling out to me. It has funny voices. Oh my, so you're just going to hurry up on? Well, I guess I'll leave you now then. Week.
She has like heterochromia too, she's like Yuna.
Wait, you're just gonna leave? That's pretty suspicious. That's pretty sus.
The cheery forgotten umbrella, Kogasa Tatara.
Well, I won't leave then. I've got lots of time. What's with you? Are you on patrol of that ship?
No, she literally has nothing to do with this plot.
Ship? That's got nothing to do with me. I'm just a cheerful yokai who lives to surprise people. So, be surprised. Yeah, right.
Oh, she's crying.
If you're not related to that ship, please don't get in my way. I'm really busy right now. Will you be surprised if I do this?
And then she fights us anyways. Kogasa is a Tsukumogami of a umbrella that was left to rot in a train station, I believe. Or just a train in general. She has this mentality of if she does not scare people, then her reason for existing is pretty much non-existent. And that's kind of the whole logic between yokai in general. You know, yokai thrive on the aspect of being able to fulfill their roles. You know, yokai are meant to instill fear into people, and one of the reasons why Gensokyo is the way it is, a paradise for yokai and magical beings, is that this place is really improbable when it comes to how it treats modern technology and science, in the fact that it's mostly non-existent. So demons and yokai can flourish with the fact that all of humanity within this world believes and fears them. That is a whole crux of Gensokyo. And Kogasa, oh, this spell is really difficult. Kogasa is unfortunately one of those that takes it really hard that her existence is kind of nullified by the fact that no one is really afraid of her. In fact, Kogasa is a very tragic character in that sense, that her existence is teetering on this very unfortunate aspect. You can write a lot of really sad stories about Kogasa, and I've seen a lot of them. She's a very tragic character in that way.
Ooh, did that surprise you?
Coupled with her theme song also sounding very melancholic, due to the fact that she realizes her own existence is on this very thin line.
Not at all. All of the yokai in town are like you. Not a single one interesting at all. My reason to live is a yokai. I might be surprised if you could protect me from the rain with that umbrella you got there. So, you're saying to go back to square one? Maybe that's not a bad idea. Well, I cut out to the ship I was chasing, so see ya.
Sane's story is actually really depressing with Kogasa because Sane goes out of her way to make fun of Kogasa and bully her to the point where she's in genuine tears. And it's like, damn, that's sad. Alright, I wanted to hold off on making the UFO because I wanted this stuff to spawn in. Beat it, 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 beat it. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Gotta be careful. I gotta remember to use my bomb when it's viable. Basically, whenever I'm going to be attacked by stuff that I can't avoid. Okay. Spawn all the way to the left. Good. Spawn the UFO. Nice. Oh, got it! No! No! I think I lost the life piece. Unfortunate. And now we have the mid-boss. That's great. With lasers! Doesn't matter, doesn't matter. Gotta collect the UFOs. Gotta collect the UFOs. Gotta collect them before they get away. Humans, fairies, and all seem to be after the ship. What are they? Are they after the treasure room? Oh, she has a Whipple. And a Cloud Buddy.
A treasury? I like the sound of that.
Anyways, we're at like, 6 lives at this point. In stage 3. On the point in arguing, I'll show you no mercy. An unarguable yokai punch. Oh, dude, she got the fist bumps. Brofist. 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 Yeah, so she summons Brofist. She is a... I forget the name of her specific yokai. But basically, Ichirin here, that's her name, is a... essentially a conjurer who is connected to this cloud thing. And Umiondo, I think is what it's called? Yeah, the thing on her shoulder is the yokai Unzan. And Unzan is essentially protecting Ichirin. They're both like a yokai symbiotic relationship. It's kind of like Venom in a way. The important thing is that Ichirin used to be a human, but coming into contact with Unzan transformed her into a yokai. And they effectively followed religion after the fact, specifically Buddhism, thanks to a certain someone, which we will meet later. Oh, to think that there are still humans that wouldn't run away after seeing this fist. And here comes our giant fish!
So I guess this is the story where I get the treasure if I finish you off. She ran away.
Oh, she gave us a light piece, so that's good at least. Can't summon the UFO! Yeah, this is a part where it would be nice to summon the UFO, but we can't because there's too many things all over the screen! Oh, you really gotta be careful with, like, all the bullets on the screen. It's very easy to, like, get blindsided and stuff. We're gonna collect... Oh, damn it. I was gonna collect the green ones now, because at this point, I think I'm fine with collecting green UFOs. But I think we just have to go for the red, otherwise this is gonna be a waste. Or no UFOs at all. Or just a yellow. Rainbow ones are interesting. They only give you points. That's it. They're not really all that good. Come on, turn green, turn green, turn green. There we go. We got a green UFO for the ready during stage 4 at least. Just what are you after? Treasure or perhaps our sister's power?
Your sister, you say? But more importantly, the treasure. Yeah.
I knew it. You're just a common thief. I'm Ichirin, the Great Wheel having guarded and been guarded. Ichirin, Kumoi, and Unzan, the duo. I'm Ichirin, and I'm taking our sister's place guarding the treasure. I won't let any thieves in alive.
A thief? Just who do you think I am? I'm no simple thief. I'm an ordinary magician.
So?
Well, so please don't worry about me, okay?
Eh? You mean that girl in the black has... Oh, the music actually is cutting off. It's like the only instance in Touhou where this happens. Like a dramatic music fade out.
What's wrong? Why are you dugging yourself?
I think she's talking to Unzan. Unzan tells me you're gathering the fragments of the floating treasure. The Hitakara.
Fragments of the secret treasure? Secret passage. Well, I picked up some weird things that was driving the fairies crazy.
I see asking the mice to search wasn't any use. Thank you for finding them! The traditional old man and the stylish girl. Love that theme song. Now I can finally revive our sister. She's using sister in a very religious sense, almost like a nun sort of way. Not like an actual biological sister. So anyway, Ichiden Kumoi uses a bunch of lasers and line bullets. It's very scary. Her spell cards are where she incorporates Unzan though, heavily net sandbag. That is Unzan, and the fists are just Unzan. This fight can be a little crazy sometimes because, the bro fist in combination with all the bullets that are coming down is a little much. Used up all my bombs, sadly, so I won't be able to use them anymore. Go through. You gotta go through these patterns. If you wait for too long, you get trapped. Don't be scared, just go through the maze. Her battle is very, very terrifying, but that's the point. Okay, got her. Hand strike, fist smash. You want to go into the third fist as soon as it comes out, and then start getting out back into the fourth fist. Really, really nasty stuff. Great song, though. Oh, I can't see. I can't see in front of my familiars. There we go. Second verse, same as the first, just, it's actually much easier because the openings are very more apparent. You just gotta be quick. Thunderous yell, a scolding from a traditional old man. I bomb this spell all the fucking time. I don't know how to do this one. Damn it, yep. I could have been safe if I went in between the fists. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna bomb this one. I don't want to lose too many lives. How awesome! I can't believe there are humans like this in the world, too.
I wouldn't lose to a yokai like you.
Oh, we destroyed her Whipple. If you're collecting the floating treasure, then you're trying to revive our sister too, right?
What's the secret treasure you're talking about? I mean these flying things the fairies were dropping?
Very well, very well. You seem to be an ally, so... She's an ally! On Pride Month! Good for you, Marissa. Good for you.
What? Are these flying things actually worth something? I guess you're not gonna answer my question. So that's a no, huh?
Okay, I need to, wait for a green. There we go. This song has always been like a bop to me. No, I get it. Okay. If you, beat a green UFO, you get a bunch of, you get an actual full bomb, which is awesome. Okay, yeah. Gotta be careful with this pattern, because it can be a little nasty. Just find the big openings. Don't bother staying still. It is, really, really difficult if you wait for too long. I need to collect another green. It's up there. It's up there. Damn it. I can't. Okay. If I can survive this without losing a life, I get a life. So... gotta make sure I survive this fully intact. Don't lose a life. Don't even use a bomb. Just pretend like I don't have a bomb. Oh, that's scary, though. That is scary. Okay, got an extension. Nice. Should have used the bomb. Oh well, we at least used the extension in a way. Can't do that. There's gonna be a lot of moments throughout the game where I will just have to bomb in order to be safe, because I do not feel safe at all. A bomb for a bomb. Life has many bombs, Marissa boy. Including, like, right now. Yep, I wasn't safe. I'm never safe. So many UFOs on the screen, too. Giddy! There we go. Did it. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, that was scary. Okay.
I think I get it. I think I can. There's nothing on the ship. So I guess I'll just have to take this flying treasure or whatever home and study.
Not if the captain doesn't have anything to say about it. Captain Murasa.
Is somebody there? Oh, a human? Yep. Or have you also given up your humanity? Hey, Youkai, what is this ship anyway? Oh, it looks like you've got something nice.
She has a giant anchor on her back and, some sort of, like, schoolgirl sailor uniform. She's Ward! She has the anchor!
I'm pretty sure there's another character that knows a different captain.
Which character? Which character?
I don't remember her name, but I bet you she knows a different captain because she knows about Captain Morgan. You know who I'm referring to.
I don't remember, no.
Robin's favorite.
Oh, I haven't seen that, actually.
The one that drinks all the time.
Nope, haven't seen it.
You don't know that one?
I don't remember which one you're talking about, Druid. Is this a Touhou reference or just a general reference? It's okay. Is it the
There's a character that when she gets her power, she gets it from drinking.
Yeah, the Oni.
Yes.
Suika.
There you go.
Okay. She's
I
not
bet she knows a different captain. It's Captain Morgan.
Oh, shut up, Druid. Shut up, Druid. Also, don't shut up.
So you're interested in this? Yes, as long as we have that, we can turn the ship towards its destination. Destination? Oh, where are my manners?
The ghost left from the shipwreck accident, Captain Minamitsu Murasa. She is a vengeful spirit, not a yokai, a vengeful spirit. The type of spirit that would haunt lakes and oceans and cause ships to sink and drown. She was a very vengeful spirit back when she was just a normal vengeful spirit, but eventually was saved by someone who gave her a boat. This boat would become the palanquin that we are in right now, so she is actually the captain of the ship. And the person who gave this boat also brought her into Buddhist religion, which was also the same person who brought Ichirin into Buddhist religion. We're seeing a pattern here.
Where are my manners? I'm Murasa, the captain of this holy palanquin. The ship is bound for Hokai, the world where Hijiri is imprisoned.
Hokai.
Did you say Hokai? The heck's that? A corner of the infinite area of Makai. That's where Hijiri was sealed away. Makai.
This is why I really should have played Touhou 5 before this. Because Makai in Touhou 5, in the PC98 lore, is the demon world. I mean, that's what it is supposed to be in our world, actually. You know, that's what Makai means, demon world. But in Touhou 5, Marissa, Reimu, and 2 other characters went to Makai because yokai were coming out and causing a panic, and by the end of the game, they had to fight the goddess of of Makai, so literally the demon goddess herself. We're not going to meet that goddess, and we're not going to meet anyone from Touhou 5 because it's PC98, and Zune doesn't really like to reference PC98. But it is interesting how we're going back to Makai, and Marissa seemingly knows it. It's almost like it actually happened.
Are you afraid now? No, I want to go to Makai as a magician. Magician? Aren't you human? It's a matrix. Well, anyways, mind taking me along? Unfortunately, we can't bring powerless passengers with us. Now, leave the treasure here and return back to Earth.
Nope. Murasa is a very difficult fight. Her bullet patterns I have spent over a decade dodging. So I like to think I'm pretty good with dodging these bullet patterns, but you know, I could always eat crow at some point. Here we go. Captain dragging anchor. She aims the anchor at your position and shoots a bunch of bullets. An anchor bullet! It's actually really cool that she summons a giant anchor bullet. Okay, that's gonna go to the side. Good. That means we'll deal a lot of damage to Murasa. Go! Her theme song is also really, really good. I'm gonna have to stay up here so that I can dodge the anchor a little bit more. There we go. She is in a really, really bad position. Damn it! I was trying to bomb, but I didn't have a bomb with me. Alright, doesn't matter, doesn't matter. We can still salvage this by having more bombs. Marasa, get the fuck over here! I have played double spoiler way too many times. Deep Vortex. This one is weird. She aims all of these bullets at the position where your character is at, compared to her current position. So they'll be aimed awkwardly. You gotta just constantly be adjusted to the aiming. Or you could just bomb it. Honestly, Marasa is a lot of bombs. Oh no, the water is piss flavored. She's shooting yellow water bullets.
If you get the reference, you've played work.
Well, I didn't, so I wouldn't. Phantom Ship Harbor. Yeah, I don't like this one. It's just a bunch of anchors all over the place. The problem is, the next spell is gonna be Hell. And not the Makai type of Hell.
Not the fun kind?
No, not the evil goddess from Hell kind.
Yeah, not the fun kind.
Okay, final spell. A stage 4 boss with a survival spell, Phantom Sinker Ghost. You have to survive 40 seconds. I can never do this one correctly. I just end up using a bunch of bombs on it. I don't have bombs, so we're gonna have to do this legitimately. For now, never mind.
Yeah, you died.
Could have survived a little bit longer. I really hate this one, though. Because, like, you have to go through all of these patterns, and it gets faster and faster, and more intricate as time goes on. At some point, I'm just gonna have to spam the bombs. 10 seconds left. Alright, bomb time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! The next spell is going to be Hell. One could say that it could be a bullet hell.
Bombs.
Bombs. Lamp oil. Rope. Bombs. Anchor.
Bleh. You're strong. Oh well, I suppose we'll let you on board. I'm already on board.
5 lives. I don't know if I can do this, but we'll try. Let me just say that the stage 5 boss is Living Hell, and I have been dreading this for a long time. Even in my test playthrough, I ended up using all of my lives. I couldn't capture a single one of their spells.
So Makai, you said we're going to Youkai. So if I ride along, I'll get there, right? Yes, since you brought the treasure, we're already underway.
Youkai also has one of my favorite themes, or Makai specifically.
The miasma usually makes it impossible to go there, but lots of interesting things have fallen into Makai. I guess this time I'll just bear it and go collect a lot of rare items. By the way, the ship is a one-way liner. We're not planning on leaving Youkai, is that okay? Wait, hang on. Stop the boat!
Well, too bad for you, Marissa. We're already in Makai. Oof. Alright, they're gonna summon a bunch of stuff at us. Gotta collect these UFOs. Good. Destroy. And one of the red UFO. I'll have to summon the UFO right now then. Or not, because that one's a green. Okay, this is the difficult one. I can never remember how to dodge these guys.
Well, they can remember to dodge you.
Apparently so, yeah. Get the red UFO, get the red UFO, get the red UFO, get the red UFO.
It's all kinds of vomit! So you made it to-
It's Nazrin. She's back, and she's a stage 5 mid-boss.
It's that mouse from before. I knew I could smell treasure in Makai. I already found my treasure. What? No fair. The barrier was holding me back so I couldn't get far into Makai. No, I wasn't looking for something from Makai. It's this jeweled pagoda shining with the light of Buddha. Perfect timing. I'll test this treasure out on you, pal.
Remember, she is a subordinate of Bishamonten. Oh, right. I forgot she uses like these lasers, and I hate them. I hate them so much. This is indicative of what's gonna happen. Jewel Pagoda, greatest treasure. She's using the power of the Jewel Pagoda to attack us, and
They're glowy bullets. Yummy.
stay away from the glow, kids. Stay away from the glow. So much glow. It's actually not that bad if you stay away from the glowy bits. All right, let's collect our lives again. Just destroy these fairies as soon as they enter the screen. It's actually quite doable, this part. Focusing and unfocusing is actually quite nice because Marissa gets more spread if you do that. Alright, we may have to use a bomb here. We don't have a bomb! We don't have a bomb! Mayday! 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 I made it! How the fuck did I make that? So we have 6 lives. I still don't think that's enough. Considering what's happening. So
It doesn't sound like it. You're gonna have enough, yeah.
no, because this next boss is the bane of everybody's existence, especially every single Touhou player. We have no bombs, so I'm gonna have to treat everything that happens from this point as a no-hit run. No bombs, I cannot count on them. Marissa's unknowingly a helper in summoning Byakuren. That is true, yeah. She doesn't even know that she's here to summon them. Nazarn is back, now armed and dangerous. Nazarn really decided to pull a Marissa. Found shiny, got beat up. But I don't care. Test it out on unfortunate soul. Isn't that basically what she did to Cherno? I think so. I'm looking at my dog and trying to see if he wants to leave the room. No, I think he's good. Okay. He's just drinking some water in the background. You guys can probably hear it.
Hey,
Hey.
it's great that I've gotten through Makai, but I can't get any farther down, can I? What's that? I don't understand this seal at all. I'll never be able to get any treasures and anything else at this rate.
Hey, 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 hey.
You're human who's gathered the flying treasures. Yet. Hold
No,
on.
it's just saying hey really high and then saying it really low. Hey, 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 hey.
Oh, Drew. I'm watching my dog to see if he wants to be let out.
Yeah. So my cat's curious about what I'm doing.
Is Garfield wanting more lasagna?
No, she just wants to know what's going on. In the window. Look, the window. Ooh, you want to see what's going on outside? Yeah.
I want to look at the window. I want to go to the hole.
Garfield, I cannot play with you right now.
No,
I gotta
no,
get
sit
through
down,
this event.
sit down. Sorry, boy. We're both instructing our pets to just like, nope. Sorry, baby, I'll take you in a
play
bit.
later. Go see what your brother and sister want to do.
The chromatic.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right. This character, I
So,
absolutely love their design.
Magic barriers over there,
Magic missile.
and then where is Ascension magic?
All right. So this character is really cool. I love the
Earthquake.
design. I absolutely hate
All right, so
the way
I
they
gotta-
fight me. As you can probably tell, they're holding a
Over there, so
they're
I
holding the
gotta go-
Jewel of Pagoda that Nazarun was holding earlier. You're the human who gathered the flying treasures, yes?
Now let us begin. Do you know how I can get in here?
Yes, I do. And that's why you brought that, right? Those fragments of the flying storehouse. Flying storehouse?
Yeah!
The disciple of Bishamonten, Sho Toromaru, I believe it's pronounced Sho. It could be Shore or Shu. Either way, this is an avatar of Bishamonten. Back in the early days of Japan, I believe Sho was a tiger yokai because tigers were considered incredibly rare in Japan, and so an urban legend spread, about tigers being these mythical beasts, and so that formulated Sho in existence. A mythical beast, aka a yokai. She's a tiger yokai and extremely rare. One day, a person who, at this point, we can pretty much just safely say it's Hijiri. It's the person that they're all trying to summon. Found Sho, and in order to instigate a sort of control over the yokai, she placed Sho in the position as being the avatar of Vashravana, aka Bishamoten, the god of war in Japan. And so Sho is this avatar. Why she is here, though? Well, let's just say she also wants to perform a seal that would save Hijiri or bring Hijiri back, because we'll get into that later. Hijiri was sealed a long time ago, and Sho, being the avatar of Bishamoten, couldn't do anything because she was in this high position of power, and if she did anything, she would probably lose the position. But now she is here to help Nazrin, Murasa, and Ichirin to free Hijiri. Why? Because I think we've already established that Hijiri seems to be a really good person and has helped all these yokai. Also, Buddhism. I am a representative of Bishamoten, a devotee of Hijiri's creed. Now that we have the jeweled pagoda Nazrin brought, as well as the fragments of the flying storehouse you possess, we can break the seal here. We can repay our debt of gratitude to Hijiri. By the way, the flying storehouse pieces are literally the UFOs.
Oh-ho.
I wonder how they would. I wonder how they would feel about druids.
I'm trying to remember if there's any druid. I mean, there are some nature spirits, and there are fairies, which are representations of natures. But I think they would be fine with it.
Okay, cool.
The fact of the matter is, unless you have like this real big beef that has been long standing for a long time, everyone's probably going to be really chill with each other.
Yeah.
Like there is a beef between...
I'm not that way.
Of course. Like there is a beef between the characters that we'll meet in the next game and characters in this game, but it's for religious purposes. So...
gotcha.
Other than that, everyone's just like living their life in this paradise of torture and horrifying concepts.
So they're into demonic worship then.
Sort of. I mean, they're all yokai. They're all yokai and gods, so
yeah, I can understand that.
Take it however you leave it.
So if you break this seal, then something will come out, right?
I think druids is European/Western culture entities. That is true, so it would be difficult for them to come into a world that's on the border of Japan. So it's not out of the realm of possibility, though, because we do have some werewolves and a mermaid.
Oh, yeah. See, they would be... In that case, they'd be like, oh, so you're a druid, you can turn into a werewolf, right? No, I'm a bookworm, sorry.
Like foreign things can still show up in Gensokyo. In fact, Touhou 20 has a giant pyramid, and who knows where that will take us.
Yeah, but I would probably be like going up to the wolves. Hey, can you turn me into a wolf? Can you like bite me so I can become a wolf? Because that's kind of like druidic lore.
Bad news, druid, you'd probably just get eaten. Or worse, they would kill you because humans can't be yokai.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Have we learned nothing from the isekai? You gathered all the treasures without even knowing that?
Oh no, I guess I just kind of forgot.
Marissa, you didn't even know. From the looks of it, I'd say you never know.
Teehee.
Marissa's just totally me. What led you here may be the power of the treasure that Hijiri left. However, you may be against her revival. You may be just a simple enemy.
No, I just want to go down in there.
Just a simple enemy. The tiger-patterned Vashravana or Bishamoten, they both mean the same thing. Oh, the theme of my nightmares. Still, even if you are an enemy, it's a great song, but it's still the theme of my nightmares. There's no denying that you were chosen by the treasure. However, if you've chosen to follow the wrong path, then I'll have you bow down before this pagoda of Bishamoten. I just forgot I had it. Alright, so Cho's concept is curvy lasers.
Curvy lasers.
Curvy lasers that
Interesting.
goes incredibly fast and really difficult to read. Kill her! Jewel Pagoda, Radiant Treasure. Her spells are also really nasty too. Okay, I don't have a bomb, I don't have a bomb, I don't have a bomb, I don't have a bomb. I have to remind myself, you know?
Yeah.
Go into one of the patterns that seem open. That seems to be this spell in a nutshell. Okay. Just always move. Damn it.
That's the idea.
Move, motherfucker, move.
Yeah.
Zool, motherfucker. Damn it. I lost 2 lives to that. This is show. This is show. 100% show. Her non-spells are stupid. And I can never read them correctly. Oh, they're scary. Light Sign, Absolute Judgment. This is probably her easiest spell, but sometimes I do just get trapped because Sho just does not like to get close to me. I got trapped there. I messed up. I was supposed to keep moving. She also has a lot of health for this thing. Sho, get the fuck back over here. There we go, okay. Next non-spell. I think this one is easier than the other ones, but it's still difficult because it's curvy lasers. Oh! Oh! It's scary!
Zoom, motherfucker, zoom!
Zoom, motherfucker, zoom! That's basically this song. I'm not attacking her! Buddhist art, most valuable Vajra. This one is nasty, and I don't have any bombs, so I have to do this legit, and I've never done this legit before. The Vajras will keep moving to the point where you will get walled if you just are not fast enough. What the fuck is this?
The Vajras? So they must know the Ashuras.
Well, they are Buddhists, so similar. Demon of Purification. This one is nasty too. Oh, screw it. I've already used up most of my lives on Sho. I'm bombing it. Kill her, 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 kill her. Okay. Oh. We have 3 lives left. We have 3 lives left to meet the final boss. I don't know if I could do this. I need to be really, really on my A game here. So your path isn't the wrong one.
You're just bitter you lost.
Yes, says you, Marissa. Junko training about too crazy. Oh gosh, Junko. Don't remind me. Now let us prepare to lift the seal.
Yeah, that's right. But first, there's something I want to ask you. What happens when you lift this seal anyway?
I did it, yeah, but I don't have much lives after this. Thanks for Hichiri. That's for Hichiri to worry about. It's none of our concern.
Maybe I messed up something here. If things go south, I have no choice but to take control of the situation.
Yeah, so we don't know who Hijiri is or what type of person they are. At least that's Marissa's point of view. So she doesn't know she made a huge mistake, but either way, she's going to try to correct it if it is. I'm getting bombs because bombs are important. This part can be a little bit nasty, but all we really need to do is just make sure that we misdirect. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Oh, that was a close one.
I'm getting so many bombs.
I'm kind of scared to like destroy the other stuff on the side.
Are you?
Yeah, because like I could get more UFOs, but like, look at all these things. They're so scary. Great song though. It's so like industrial sounding. All right, if I need to use a bomb here, I will. Whoa.
So it's cyberpunk-ish sounding style music, or no?
More industrial mixed with a trumpet.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Big P, I got 4. That didn't give me a life, but it never does. Yeah, like, in the song, you can actually hear a heartbeat. And this is Youkai. This is what the drawing in the thumbnail is supposed to look like.
Bweh.
Oh, Marissa's a seal.
Bweh.
That's rare for Marissa to actually start getting ready for any kind of problem. Usually she's the one causing them. That is true. She's usually the instigator, not the problem solver. Although technically she is, but like she also causes some of her own incidences here and there. 3 lives, 2 bombs. Some of her spells are not that bad, but others are. So we're gonna have to really just like pump in for this one.
There's nothing here in this world.
There's a couple of buildings in the distance, but I don't even know what those buildings are supposed to be. It's a very weird world.
Well, I guess it's Makai, that's for sure. There's magic power pouring out on everywhere here.
And here she is. One of my favorite character designs. She has the aesthetic of a gothic Lolita, but the what's it called? The physique of a grown woman, and it just looks really, really good. The cape, the laces, the black and white aspect, and the sutra scrolls just really, really go well. And my favorite part is the purple and brown hued hair. Just really, really good. Bleh, Marissa is getting Touhou 11 flashbacks with that sun. Ooh, don't remind me.
Oh, the world of Dharma is filled with light. Are you the one who liberated this world?
She found no shitty shit. She doesn't like it.
You. I've been looking for you.
Who on earth are you?
I'm Marissa the Magician. I was curious, so I came all the way down here.
I see. You're a magician.
Who are you?
The great sealed magician, Byakuren Hichiri. Byakuren is also a magician. Another case of a magician in the Touhou franchise. And like Patchouli and Alice, she is a magician via race. Marissa is a magician via practice. She is still a human. But everyone else are magician yokai. They have abandoned their humanity and gained immortality in the pursuit of magic. So Hijiri here is immortal.
My name is Byakuren. I was a monk a long, long time ago. Well, perhaps it would be more accurate to say I was a magician. What? You're a magician? You're in the business?
Yes, I suppose you could say that. So Byakuren has a lot of backstory to her, a lot of history. One of the things I should probably mention right now is initially, during the planning stages of UFO, Byakuren was actually going to be a man, and she was going to be based off of the was it fictional or was it real life? There was a monk who was called Myorin Hijiri. In the context of the Touhou lore, that is Byakuren's brother, but she was initially going to just be Myorin, and it would be the first guy in the Touhou franchise that you would actually fight. So that would have been interesting. But Zune decided to go with the woman instead. And I feel it was a better decision because Byakuren's backstory is really, really well done. Basically, she was the sister of this monk, and they both practiced in Buddhism. But one day, her younger brother Myorin passed away. And ever since then, she feared death and the inevitability. So in order to escape the inevitability, she decided to dabble in dark magic, black magic, and thereby becoming a magician. She became a magician, but was still under the pretenses a Buddhist monk. And over time, she entered into the position of a yokai exterminator, because that is what you would normally do back in the day, is you would exterminate yokais. You know, it's ancient Japan, they believed in that type of stuff, it existed in the Touhou lore, you know, it is what it is. So Byakuren would go about exterminating yokai. Eventually, she found something out about her magic and her immortality. Because she gained immortality through black magic, as long as magic exists, she will continue to live. But if magic disappears, she would also disappear. And the thing about magic is it's similar to the yokai, the gods, and everything. As long as people believe in it, it will continue. But, you know, as time went on, it was more difficult to believe in this type of stuff, and Byakuren could see that. So as a way to keep up the belief of magical things, she would pose as a yokai exterminator, but in actuality save these yokai, thereby keeping the yokai in firm belief of the minds of humanity, while also keeping the humans in fear of the yokai. Eventually, yes, as you put it, Rhesus, yokai Terminator to yokai Jesus. In a way, this turned her into like the savior of yokai. Over time, this desire to want to stay immortal eventually got overwritten. Byakuren, while starting, was a bit selfish in her desires to stay immortal forever, turned into this sort of savior complex where she actually enjoyed helping the yokai who were suffering and saw them as people who were suffering. So she didn't exterminate them because she wanted to live forever. She specifically didn't exterminate them because she cared about them. It's kind of like, and then Byakuren's heart grew 3 sizes that day. So Ichirin, she gave a home to. Sho, she granted her this high position of the avatar of Bishamonten. Minamitsu Murasa, she gave her this palanquin ship, which calmed her vengeful soul and turned her into just a basic vengeful spirit without the vengeance. And so all these yokai became in debt to Hijiri. At some point, though, in history, Hijiri was found out and accused by humanity, and therefore sealed away within Makai, because she was considered evil by humanity for helping the yokai. Empathy is one hell of a drug. In a way, you could put it that way. Yeah, her empathy turned out to be her saving grace in both ways, not only for her immortality, but also because she helped all these yokai when Touhou 11 happened and the geyser from hell blew into Gensokyo. What they also blew was the palanquin ship filled with all these yokai who still love and trust Hijiri. So the events of Touhou 11 allow these yokai to be free from hell and go on this journey to finally free Hijiri from the demon realm. So, at the end of the day, I think we can all just blame Kaneko for this. Yeah, at the end of the day, the god from Touhou 10 who caused the events of 11 because she wanted a nuclear fusion reactor in hell also caused the events of this game. And also helped in freeing Hijiri. So I guess that's kind of why Sane is here, to pick up the slack. But yeah, that's the story of Hijiri. I tried to make it as quick as possible. There's a lot to it. And there's a lot of emotions that's talked about, like the ramifications of Sho being the avatar of Bishamonten and her position of power being something that she can't waver from. So it's implied that she was she was imperative to sealing Hijiri, and so this guilt that she's kept all these years was finally free thanks to her releasing the seal on Hokai. There's the whole stuff with Murasa being a vengeful spirit, but her soul being at ease when Hijiri came around. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to her backstory that I'm just kind of glossing over. But the point is, she's a very intricate and well-established character, and it's one of the reasons why Hijiri is probably in my top 10 of Touhou characters. A very, very, very interesting character. Helps that her design is also cool. So I did say I was going to spend like a good couple of minutes talking about Hijiri before we actually fought her, and there you go. Well, now let's actually fight her and see if we can beat her in 3 lives. Anyway, she is a magician, so her and Marissa have actually a lot of connections together. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to bring Marissa here too. Is that why you wanted to save me?
No, that wasn't what I had in mind, but...
But that aside, has the world become a place where it's okay to use magic? In a way. Actually, you're considered cool if you use magic. In my time, because I used strange powers, people hated me, and in the end, they sealed me away down here.
What? You were sealed away because you used magic?
Moria Shrine Conspiracy! It's always the Moria Shrine Conspiracy. Yes, that's why I recognized yokai as equals, and called on others to do the same. Will you support me in that?
In today's world, I think it's okay to use magic. But yokai and humans aren't equal. Humans are weaker, so they need more protection. Saying yokai and humans are equal doesn't make it true, especially coming from a yokai like you.
Just spitting on her entire backstory. And emotional skyscraper, cosmic mind. The manifestation of all of Hijiri's emotions and backstory, I think this song encapsulates, and it is one of the most beautiful final bosses and just songs in general in the entire Touhou series. I love listening to the song every time it comes up. I see. I've already given up my humanity. I suppose it's pointless for a non-human like me to appeal to equality.
That's right.
Humans haven't changed since my days at the temple. Hail to the 3 treasures of Buddhism. Namo-san, I think is what she says. How superficially greedy and unjust you are. Now in the name of the 3 treasures. Alright. Biggest battle. You want to go through these? They kind of look like egg worms or something like that. Hijiri has a lot of really nasty spells. I don't know if we'll be able to get through this, but I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna give up. Magic, Omen of Purple Clouds. She uses a bunch of spells that incorporate bullets from the entire franchise. So these are like glowy bullets. They're also using the Minomitsu water style bullets too. I can't hit her. She's too far. Just dodge accordingly and you're good. Like most modern bosses too, she also summons a giant figure behind her. A lotus figure to encapsulate her Buddhist religion. Despite being a dark magician, or a black magician, she is still all about Buddhism. Mystic fragrance of Makai butterflies, incorporating Yu Yuko's butterflies into her bullet patterns. This one's actually quite easy, but, you know, again, whenever I say that, I get sniped. The lasers will always spawn on your exact location, so as long as you move slightly, you will dodge them. And the butterflies have large openings in them. And then we get into the really difficult non-spell. Actually, no, I think the difficult non-spell is the next one. This one is just nasty. Light Sign, Star Maelstrom. She summons lasers like Sho and eventually stars like Marissa. These stars are all aimed. I hate them. I just usually bomb this spell. Oh! There we go. Okay. This is the hard one, though. I needed bombs for this, and I don't have a bomb anymore. She's going to circle around the entire screen. So what we want to do is... I guess get hit. I'm gonna bomb this. Deal as much damage as possible. Don't get hit. Come on. There we go. Great magic, Devil's Recitation. This spell, I need to say this, is 1-for-1 pulled from Touhou 5. This is the exact same spell that the Goddess of Makai uses. I don't know why. I don't know why she uses this. Whether she meets with Shiki in like in the lore, or if Shiki is even a thing in the Windows canon, I don't know. But Byakuren just has this ability. It's really cool because, you know, we're fighting her Makai, but it's still weird. Byakuren got pissed by Marissa actually defending the fact that humans are weaker by average. I know, right? It's kind of like a catch-22. They are weak, and yes, equality could be nice, but equality can't be a thing with these types of with yokai and humans. It's just an unnaturality. In any case, Devil's Recitation. This one's a little nasty. Pushes herself upward with the lasers. It kind of reminds me of one of Yukari's spells. There's going to be a lot of bubble bullets. And those Mentos bullets will intercept in the center, so gotta be on your toes for this one. This one is very, very nasty. Just go up and down if you really need to. The spell is all about verticality. Oh! I have to use a bomb. Alright, Superhuman Hijiri. Amagimi Hijiri, Air Scroll. This is when each Hijiri uses her infinite magic Air Scroll, which grants her an infinite magic buff. It also, through the magic buff, grants her superhuman strength and superhuman speed, so she's moving at the speed of a superhuman. I'm not kidding when I say it's an infinite magic buff, by the way. In canon, the air scroll is infinite and can grant Hijiri just as much strength as she desires. It is incredibly overpowered, but it's a good thing Hijiri is a benevolent person who is using it. Otherwise, we'd have a lot of problems. It's not that bad as I got hit. But it does have a lot of HP, that's the thing. Aren't they in Makai? They are, yeah, but it's a little weird that, like, Shinki is even referenced through a spell card. Alright, final spell in the game. Flying Bowls, Flying Fantastica. I'm not going to speak for this one. Amulets in the strings of life. Just dodge them accordingly. The strings will come in. You'll know where they are at. Flying Fantastica is, by the way, one of my favorite final spells in the franchise, just because of how fun it is to dodge it. I wish I could dodge this normally, but, like, I want to win this. So emotional. Sorry, Yokai Jesus. Oh, that's scary. Bombs don't work, obviously, for our final spell. That's a trend. Oh, the amulets have really small hitboxes, too. And just in case we win. We did it! One extra bomb! Gosh, okay. That is, that was surprising. I did not expect to do that. Like I said, I had absolutely no resources when I played this on my test playthrough, but here we are. I managed to save at least one bomb for it. And that's Touhou 12. The game that I considered the hardest thing ever is actually super easy for me to do with practice. In fact, it's so surprising that even Chopper is surprised. He's surprised that I completed UFO with no problems whatsoever. So he's going to be hiding the screen for the rest of the ending because that's illegal. Imagine if Marissa had it, or worse, Seija. Oh gosh, if Seija had it, that would have been bad. But yeah, the infinite air scroll. I believe, canon-wise, Byakuren is the only one that is able to use the air scroll, because it's in a language that only she can decipher with her magic. The Hakure Shrine. It's a shrine on the eastern edge of Gensokyo. There was little snow left on the shrine grounds, casting shade by the trees. The cherry blossoms would probably be out soon. And then there's Marissa singing about Makai while Remo is in the background having her cup of joe. Makai la la la. Remo says, oh, you're in a good mood. Yeah, something good happened. Was it that treasure ship? You were saying you were gonna sneak on board. It wasn't a treasure ship. I knew it. That ship was headed for Makai. They were flying out to save their friend there. I mean, I don't think it's her magic. I think it's just a little old. Yeah, maybe. I gotta catch up on my lore, but yeah. I don't think she's the one who created the scroll. I think she just has the scroll in her valuables, is the thing. In Makai, why are you in such a good mood then? I rode along with them all the way to Makai, so I found a lot of neat stuff. One of my favorite images that I unfortunately can't show. It's Marissa showing like a bag of Makai snacks with like a Star of David on it. It's a rice ball with a Star of David on it. And at the top, Marissa saying, want some? Reimu is saying, I want none. And then there's a UFO in the back saying, I want some. It's so cute. This is a magic stone, and this is a Makai mushroom. I even got some Makai rice crackers as a souvenir. Makai. I don't think I'd want to go there. And let me ride back on that ship, and they even said they'll take me to Makai anytime I want to go. I'll be able to get all kinds of rare stuff now. So it was a Makai cruise ship, not a treasure ship. But if that thing can go back and forth to Makai so easily, why would they let you ride with him? Because we had a fight and I won. I knew it. Give the UFO some. I know the UFO is so adorable. I just knew you'd end up fighting someone on that ship.
She was the captain, actually.
Yeah, we did end up fighting the captain, and she was a bitch. She threw piss at me. I mean, how else do you explain the yellow water bullets? Marissa asked Byakuren to let her continue to go freely between Gensokyo and Makai. Byakuren liked Marissa's direct personality, so she asked Marissa to let her go whenever she pleased. I like the relationship between Byakuren and Marissa that's implied in this game. It doesn't really get brought up all that often, but I like the fact that the two magicians are seemingly chummy with each other. Marissa being this like new magician who's still a human, and Hijiri being the possible future version of her if she were to ever push to become a yokai. You know, if she were to forego her humanity like every other magician. It's kind of interesting, really. It's an interesting dynamic that Zune never really dwells upon. As a fellow magician, Byakuren told Marissa to come see her if she ever had any trouble.
Of course, I broke your seal after all,
Marissa said, and resolved to make as much of Byakuren's offer as possible. But there was still the question of the UFO she'd used to break the seal. Byakuren wasn't any help figuring out why they looked like that way. Marissa thought there was still some mystery to be solved. Ending number 3, Makai Tours Reasonable Prices. Congratulations, all clear, just as expected. Yeah, it wasn't really that expected. I was still shocked that I managed to do this on stream. And we get one of my favorite ending themes as well. I love this song because it's a rendition of Satan's. It's a rendition of Byakuren's theme, and like I said, I love it. Heisei 21st, 8th month, August 2009. This game is that old, wow. Oh, how cool. Wait, what? Earthman, programming, Zune. When I need a space alien, I want to go drink with them. That's great. Hey, and Kisan, that's his wife, or an eventual wife. Player man, great player. All's well that ends well. Thank you for playing. Extra episodes. Stay tuned. Really? What was that UFO anyway? Meanwhile, the UFO with the super derpy face is in the sky. I love that UFO design. I may hate the concept, but man, the UFO is adorable. Reimu. The captain. You fought the captain? Yes. She fought Captain Blackbeard and lived. Or Captain Morgan. She fought Captain Morgan and became drunk. There we go. We named him Morgan after Captain Morgan. This is for you, buddy. There's actually a better playthrough than my previous one, so I'm keeping that. And with that, we have the extra stage unlocked already, but I'm gonna be honest, the extra stage is actually really, really difficult. We'll at least try it for at least 1 or 2 attempts. Follow the UFO's trail, because we didn't actually discover the mystery of the UFO.
That weird snake-looking shape-shifting thing in the UFO got away. With the light of this ultimate magic without peer, uncover the UFO's true form.
So, in the context of the ending, I think in some of the endings, some of the characters open up the UFO, and what they find inside is this mysterious snake-like creature that they refer to as unidentifiable. And the snake creature escapes, and the extra stage is basically us chasing this snake. So, what is this snake thing? We'll have to find out. UFO Romance in the Night Sky. I love this song. This is a great song. It has a lot of really weird moments in it, though. Because, like, you get to hear, like, a little laugh at some points. Like, I think in a couple of seconds. Yeah, like a little weird yokai-like laugh. But yeah, this stage is also really, really, really nasty. so many bullets all over the place, very little UFOs, which means very little resources to collect. It's just overall not really all that fair. What you want to do at this part is just get rid of all of the UFOs before they really cause too many bullets to appear. There we go. Oh, fuck. Okay. We're safe. Gotta say, I'm actually doing much better than I usually am. Gotta get that. Nope, okay. I thought I was far away from that.
There's the train.
Kogasa!
Boo! I messed up last time. You have to wait until night to surprise humans.
Kogasa. Light falling, large raindrops. She has some really nasty spell cards. This one has like giant raindrops with massive hitboxes. If you're unlucky with your RNG, you could get trapped. And this is my least favorite spell. Gorilla Typhoon! It's Mount Oo 2.0. I hate Mount Oo. Mount Oo. Basically, it's just fast-moving bullets from an angle, and you have to dodge it with no knowledge of your hitbox. It is nasty.
Yeah, it's Mount Uwu.
I wonder why we hear laughs. It's such a Nue thing too. Yeah, I'm assuming it's because of the boss Nue that we're gonna fight at the end of this, or it could also be Kogasa laughing. Kogasa seems like the type to just laugh.
Laugh and grow fat.
Kogasa 2009.
I thought that laugh and grow fat thing was from Metal Gear Solid.
Well, you thought wrong, dirt.
Nope, from Fat Man.
Well, you thought wrong, dirt.
Nope, from Fat Man.
Well, you thought wrong, dirt.
Nope.
Well, you thought wrong, dirt.
No.
No good.
I'm
Try
right.
again.
Nope, I am correct.
No good. Try again.
I am correct.
No good. Try again.
Whatever you say, Spirit, I know I'm correct, because I remember that one.
I know I'm right, so shut up. Oh, damn it, I messed up the UFOs. We're not getting a life. We're not getting a life here, Jim. At least we got rid of... Oh. We got rid of... Oh. And then there's a laugh when Kogasa shows up, too. It's kind of creepy. Alright, light falling, large raindrops. I really need to, like, learn these patterns if I actually want to do this stage. Oh! Sorry, Drew.
You want to do the stage, right? You're not going to.
So you say that as if you're like an old man. All I hear is like that gif, that meme of like the pufferfish being fed a carrot. Oh! Fuck Gorilla Typhoon. And it's not even gorillas in like the animal gorilla. It's it's like military gorilla.
They already showed the trailer for a new Resident Evil game, by the way.
Karakasa fly. Oh, what the fuck is this?
Resident
What do you
Evil
mean
Requiem.
they spawn immediately? Sorry, dude. What's that?
Resident Evil Requiem is what they're calling it.
Oh my gosh. How are you supposed to dodge that? Those lasers are instantaneous.
And what's her face is there? Ethan's daughter.
Oh,
It
Rose.
looks like Ethan's daughter. Yeah, white hair.
Cool.
Full white hair.
I don't know the context of Resident Evil 8, and I don't want to know.
It might be Rose. I don't know. It could be somebody new, but
It could be Rose
I
trying to
don't know.
find Jack.
could be.
I mean, we were talking about Metal Gear just a minute ago.
Yeah, wasn't her hair like a yellowish white?
I don't know. I don't remember.
No, I don't know. No, it's not. It's not her.
Ah. Oh, that's a shame.
Unless she changed her name, but no, this is somebody different.
Could be an alias. You never know. I got the hang of the first part of the stage at the very least, but everything after this is like, ooh. Especially Kogasa. Kogasa seems to be my biggest problem. Ooh. Oh! Basically like that type of dog. Alright, let's try this. Oh! How did I get through that?
Girl's name is Grace Ashcroft.
Ashcroft? That sounds familiar.
Yep. It should.
I got lucky with the RNG there. I'll think about that after I deal with Gorilla Typhoon. I'll deal with it after I deal with Gorilla Typhoon. Makes a gorilla noise. Alright, I see you giving me advice, Reese's, but I can't see it right now. Damn it! Stop laughing at me. Stop laughing at me. I move too fast. This spell scares me. You really are like scary, Kogasa. Lines should be slow enough where they match Marisa's speed, but be quick enough to do something. Sorry. At least he gave us a life. Unfortunately, I don't have a life. Ooh. There's like a bunch of squeaks too in the song.
Give me a sec.
Okay. This is weird. Oh. I want to collect some green ones. Fuck it! Fuck it! Fuck
And
it!
there's a second code vein coming out. Told you.
Cool.
Told you there was going to be a second one. They're continuing God Eater, basically.
Good. I'm glad because God Eater is such a good franchise.
It's connected to Code Vein. It's already been stated.
Yeah.
The company even said that it was.
Yeah. I mean, I like God Eater, so I'm glad. Wow, I used up all my resources for this. Where did it go wrong? I don't know anything about this boss. I don't know anything. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Kogasa is a cheery kind of yokai, so the most I'd expect from the laughs is if we're from. I'm sorry, I'm like distracted by the fact that I'm fighting Nue. Her having fun or laughing at the prospect of scaring somebody. Yeah, I can definitely see that from Kogasa's personality. If it was Nue, the laughs are cause she just wants to cause chaos, I assume, which is indicative of her personality. When the lasers slow down, start fitting between the lines. The lines should be slow enough that they match Marisa's speed, but be quick enough to be avoidable. Yeah, I think I just have to practice that spell multiple times. That seems to be like the biggest wall of this stage. That and Gorilla Typhoon, and to think they're both right next to each other. Alright, let's read the dialogue at least. At least we get to see the boss.
Where did it disappear to? It changed to a bird and a monster. What was that thing riding in that UFO? It sure feels like some yokai that isn't related to Byakuren at all behind this. What's that weird animal cry? Sounds kind of like a monster, or bird, or baby.
It's Alyssa's daughter from, her mother's name is, Alyssa, Outbreak.
Oh, that
This girl's
girl.
her daughter.
Okay,
This girl's her daughter.
That's cool. Good for Alyssa. You know, she got a daughter.
Some kind of that sounds like a monster bird and baby. It's... Congratulations on rescuing Hijiri. I never thought a human specializing in yokai hunting would be the one to find the fragments of the flying storehouse. I've never heard the voice of a yokai nobody's ever really seen before. A Nue! Was that weird orb of light you?
I love the unidentified fantastic flying girl. I love how gothic Nue's design is. Her hair is so iconic. The snake wrapping around her arm and the weird wings. Like half of her wings are red and they look like needles, and the other half are blue. They kind of just look like devil horns or devil tails. She's a really cool design, to be honest, and very simplistic too with the clothing.
That's right. Still, even if you went all the way to Makai to save that monk, I'm surprised you'd break open one of those imaginary UFOs and come chasing me. I thought the Niue had the head of a. I thought that the Niue had the head of a monkey, the body of a tanuki, the limbs of a tiger, and the tail of a snake. Well, you yourself said it, right? Nobody knows what I really look like. I added. So why would people know what I look like?
The last two designs are gothic. I think Zune was in a certain face. I agree.
There's no legend.
I hardly ever show my true form to humans, because I know the most effective way of scaring humans is to make sure they don't know what you really look like.
Too bad someone does now. Me!
That's because you found me out by following the seed of unknown form hidden in the flying star. We found her seed! Hey, an alien. One of the most tense themes in the franchise, and I love it. I was just thinking, I'd better do something before you hurt my true form.
You wanna go? I'll ask you all about what the UFOs really are after I beat you.
You humans who've given up imagination for knowledge, die from the terror of this unidentified flying object, otherwise known as Danmaku. Nue Hojo, let's go. I don't remember you. Oh! Damn it. I wanted to do more. Alright, well, we tried. Nue Hojo, if I remember correctly, is a really fun battle. I'll have to do a lot of practice on that stage, though. Seed. I think I know why people say Nue has a Nue-ness. You too, huh? You've heard that as well? Can't say it's not the first time I've heard of that either. There's an entire friend group that I'm in that's just super obsessed with the Nue-ness. Let's just say they have good taste. Alrighty, well, we actually completed Touhou 12 in the exact amount of time that I wanted to. So with that, Touhou 12 is done, and the next game we're going to cover is actually Touhou 13. I'm going to skip a couple of the side games and save them for later. Touhou 13 is technically the next canonical game, so we'll be covering that on Sunday. But for now, I'm going to be ending the stream, and we're going to be doing a Kyoyaku Megami Tensei stream immediately right after this. So me and Druid are probably just going to be hanging out for dungeon crawling. You ready, Druid? And Druid is dead. Well, I'm going to the dungeons without him.
I'll be here.
Okay, good. And before we end it, like usual, I have to thank the Patreons who supported my Patreon channel. Gecko Moments, who subbed just yesterday, which was the start of the Patreon channel. So thank you very much, Gecko. You have a shout out. Congratulations. And with that, I guess we'll see you all next time. I think all the spin-offs are canon. Oh yeah, they are canon. It's just I'm gonna save them for specific times, because like Fairy Wars is something I could play when I get into Sangetsusei. And Double Spoiler is something I can play for a special, like, chill stream where I'm doing nothing but memorizing and dodging bullets. Right now, I want to get through as much of the stories as possible. But with that said, Touhou 13 is going to be the next game, so I'll have to practice that during the weekend. Alright, goodbye everybody! See you in like 5 minutes.